Hello guys, welcome back to the Debug Arena. In today's tutorial, I will show how we can create video calling app in React.js using a free cloud platform known as Zego Cloud. In this application, we will have option to do one-on-one video call and group video call. So first, let me give you the demo of the application. You can see here, this is the homepage of the application, and here I can generate the room ID. The moment I generate the room ID, I am getting the option to do one-on-one video call and group video call. So I will click on this one-on-one call. So now here I have been navigated to this section where my camera is starting. Okay, it is started. Also from here I can choose whether I have to switch off the camera or switch on the camera before joining the call. And from here I can mute myself also. And here I will pass the name. So I will pass others. And from here I can copy the video call link. Okay, so let me just copy it. Okay, it is done. Now I will click on this join and you can see I have been joined as a video call. Now what I will do, I will just go to incognito, paste the copied link, and I will open this. Again, this will take me to this video thing. Okay, and here it will allow me for the permissions. And you know one thing, all of these things are handled by Zego Cloud SDK only. And okay, it is starting. So I will just turn off the camera, and here I can pass the name as Suresh. And now I will click on this join, and you can see currently we have two users. One is Suresh and one is others. Okay, it is echoing. Let me just mute myself. And here also, and you can see the moment I open the video call, you can see this is me, and here I am getting myself. And if I come here, then also here it is also working fine. And apart from this, we get lot more options, like we can do the screen sharing. Yeah, same like Google Meet and Zoom, we can share our entire screen like this. Okay, for now I will just stop. And from here we can also change the layout like this. When there are more number of people, this is very useful. From here, I can see the list of participants who have joined the call, and here I will get the link of the call, and here I can do chatting also. So suppose if I write here hi, then I will go to my second instance, which is here, and here inside the chat you can see there is a notification, and if I go hi is here, so I will just reply here. So this is the application we are going to make in today's video. And the best part is, if you leave the home page, the second page where we have got the preview of our camera and our microphone, and this page where we can do the video call and do the chatting, all are provided by ZegoCloud UI Kit totally for free. You just require 10 lines of code to do all of these things. Yeah, you heard it right. Just 10 lines of code and you are ready with your full-fledged video calling application. Apart from this, it also provides us option to customize each and every feature, and we can track each and every event, which I'm going to show you throughout the video. So first, I will create the React.js application and I will create the home screen. After that, I will take you through Zego Cloud UI Kit and how we can use that, and we will generate app ID and secret key of Zego Cloud to integrate video calling feature in our React.js application. So without any delay, let's get started. Okay, I have created new React.js application, and this is the output as of now. Now what I will do, I will come here and I will import one package which is React Router DOM. So I will pass here npmi React Router DOM. It will be used to do routing in our React.js application. Until it is installing, what I will do, I will just remove everything from here. Okay, because I will write new code here. And also inside src, I will create one new folder which will be components. Inside components, I will create two more folders. First one will be home page, and after that I will go to index.js. Okay, my React Router DOM is successfully installed. You can see here. Now I will go to my index.js, and in this will come here and I will write browser router, and it will be imported from React Router DOM, and we have to wrap our app inside this so that we can use React Router DOM throughout our application. So I will save this, then I will go to app.js, and here we have to write routes, which will also be imported from React Router DOM. I hope you know the routing in React.js, otherwise you can check out my previous videos. And here I will pass route. Inside route we can pass our routing. So here first thing which I will pass is path, and route should also be imported from React Router DOM. Okay, in the path, the first path will be the default one, so it will be like this only. And for the second path, I can pass room. Okay, and that's it. Now here we have to pass the component, but we haven't created anyone. So what I will do, I will come here and I will create one component which will be homepage.js. Let me just write something here. Okay, it is done. I will save this. Then I will copy this and I will come here and I will create a new file which will be room.js. Okay, and here also I will paste that, and instead of homepage, I will just change the name to room page. I will just save this. Then I will come here, and here inside the first route I will pass element, and inside the element we have to pass our whole component. So here I will pass home page, okay, and it should be imported. So you can see it is already imported. And then I will come here and I will write element, and here we can pass the room page. It's done. Now let me just save this and let's check the output. You can see I'm getting home page. And if I come here and if I write here room, not the whole thing, and I'm getting room page. So routing is integrated. Okay, now let's go to home page, and here let's create the basic layout for our home page. I'm not going to focus that much on HTML and CSS. You can style your home page however you want, but I will share my code with you. Now what I will do, I will come here and I will create one new file which will be homepage.css. I have already written the CSS, so I will just paste that here. Okay, I will save this. Then I will come here and let's just import that file. Okay, done. Now let me just copy paste the UI. You can see here, this is my basic layout. Okay, this is my header, this is my subheader. Now I will save this and I will go to check the output, and you can see this is totally looking good. Now again I will come here. Now let's create the input which will show the generated room ID. For that I will come here and I will create one div. Okay, inside the div I will create one input placeholder will be generated room ID. Okay, and this will be read only because we don't want the user to write this. Okay, after that I will come here and I will create one class which will be room ID comma set room ID. Okay, then I will come here and after this I will create one button whose text will be generate, which will generate the random digit. Okay, this is done. Now let me just add classes here. So I will replace this with my new code. Okay, it is done. And inside this input, its value will be our state, which is room ID. Now I will save this. Let's check the output, and you can see it is totally looking good. Now let me just create the bottom buttons, and you can see I have created the bottom buttons. And let me just check the output, and it is totally looking good, but they are active now. Okay, so to disable them, what I will do, I will come here, and when it should be disabled, when we don't have room ID, like the room ID is empty, then they should be disabled. So what I will do, I will come here and I will write disabled, and this will be negative of room ID. That means room ID is not true. Then I will just copy, I will paste it here, save this, and let's check the output, and you can see they are disabled. Okay, now let's create the function to generate the room ID. For that I will come here and I will write here on click room ID generate. Copy this, I will go up and let's create the function to generate the random room ID. Here I will create one variable which will be random ID, and to generate a random ID we are going to use mat.random. Okay, and this random I will first convert it to string. In this I will pass the 36. Okay, so it will take that much string like the randomize, and after that I will write a substring. Okay, and in this I can pass 2,9 so that it will not take the whole string. After that, to make it more unique, what we will do, we will add timestamp in that. So I will write here timestamp. Okay, and we can get the timestamp from date.now, and I will also convert this to string so that it will be merged with the upper one. And here I will pass substring. The substring here will be -4. Okay, you can give it anything, or even if you don't give it, this is fine. Now what I will do, I will come here and I will write set room ID. Okay, and I will set the room ID, and it will be random ID plus our timestamp, so that the generated room ID will be unique every time. I will save this. Okay, then I will come here to the application, and when I click on generate, you can see it is generating and it is totally working fine, and this button is also getting enabled. So this is totally working fine. Now when I click on this one-on-one call, it should navigate to the other page which is room. Okay, and also it should take this ID. Let's do that. For that I will come here and I will create one function which will be handle one-on-one call. In this I will add one condition that if my room ID is empty, okay, then I will just alert that please generate the ID, and I will return here. Okay, after this we have to write code to navigate. For that I will come here and I will create one variable which will be navigate, and to navigate to other page I'm going to use navigate hook. Okay, so I will come here, and if this button is clicked and room ID is also present, then I will write here navigate, and we will navigate to the our room page. So I will write here room. Okay, but we will also navigate with some data, and that data first will be room ID. Okay, so because we have to share the room ID to that page, and along with the room ID I will also share params, not params, this is query, which is type. Okay, so to identify whether the call is one-on-one or group call, so I will pass here one-on-one. Okay, this is done. I will save this. Now I will copy this function and then I will paste it here, and here I can just write and group call. Okay. So this function will be called for group call, and here also instead of the type I can just pass group call, and done. Okay, now I will come here. Let's call that function on the button. So I will write here on click. Here also I will write on click, and it will call handle group call. Done. I will save this. I will go to the application, and now I will generate the ID, and if I click on one-on-one call, it is taking me to the room, but here I am not getting any data, so no issues with that. We will tackle this scenario. To accept the data from param, what I will do, I will go to app.js, and here currently there is room only. So to accept the param, first we have to receive it like this. Okay, so I will save this. After that I will go to room.js, and here I will just remove this, and here I will just create one div, and inside the div here I will come and I will create one variable which will extract the room ID from our param, and we can get the param using a hook named as use params. Okay, and inside the div I can just show my room ID. So I will just write here room ID. I will save this. Let's check the output, and you can see in the output I am getting my room ID. I will get this type one-on-one in the later part of the video, but for now I am getting the room ID. Now we are done here. Like, our home page is ready, and our room ID is being shared from home page to this page. Now let me just introduce you to the Zego Cloud UI Kit and how we can use them. Okay, now I will go to Google and I will search for ZEGOCLOUD.com. This is Zego Cloud, a cloud platform that provides us with multiple SDK and UI kit that we can integrate in our application and make our application much more better with just few lines of code. If I scroll down, you can see here it provides us with video call, voice call, live streaming SDK, Superboard, AI effect, cloud recording, and many much more. All these features we can integrate in our application using Zego Cloud UI Kit and SDK Kit. Also, it is not like that we can only integrate this inside our React.js or React Native application. It supports all of these languages, like it supports iOS, Flutter, Windows, macOS, and it includes everything. Like, we can integrate all of this interaction feature in our application with just few lines of code. And one more thing, that we can sign up to this cloud platform without giving our credit card, and for a free account we get total of 10,000 minutes. Yeah, you heard it right. For the 10,000 minutes we can create any number of application and we can deploy that. So now let me show how we can integrate Zego Cloud to implement video calling feature in our React.js application. If you are new to Zego Cloud, you can do sign up. I have already signed up. So let me just do login. After login, I will click on this create your project. I will choose this video call. You can explore other options also. Then I will go to next. Okay, and here I will give my project name, which will be video call React.js. Okay, we don't give spaces here, so I'll just remove that. Then I'll click on this UI kit because I want to use this. It will take some time to load, so let's wait for it to finish. Now I will click on this for web because I want it for React.js. And here you can see these are the options we will get inside one-on-one call, and these are the options we will get inside group call. Now I will click on the save and start to integrate. So this will load, and this is the demo. We don't want to test this. Okay, so I will close this. I will go to our dashboard, and from here I will navigate to our project, which is video call React.js. After that, once this is loaded, you can see this is my app ID which we want, and this is a secret key which we want, and these two are the things through which we can integrate our Zego Cloud inside React.js application. And for getting the documentation, we can go to this view guide, and I will open this in new tab. Okay, and once it is open, I will just scroll down and we can just go to npm package manager, and first we have to install this package. So I will copy this. I will go to my cmd. Okay, and I will just close the server. I will try to import this. Okay, until it is installing, I will come here and I will just scroll down. So this is the example of how we can integrate the code. Okay, so for that I will go to our room page. Okay, and for now I will just remove this, and I will come here and I will just write div. Okay, for now div will be empty. Then I will come here and I will create one function which will be my meeting, and inside the function what I will do, I will go to documentation. We will copy and paste everything from documentation. So we will copy these three lines. This is app ID, server secret, and key token. Okay, then I will come here. I will paste that. Let me just see whether the installation is done or not. Yeah, it is done. So I'll come here. So this Zego UI Kit pre-built we have to import. So I will write here Zego UI Kit pre-built, and you can see it is imported from this package which we have just imported. And inside this app ID, and we have to pass our app ID, and inside the server secret we have to pass our server secret. For that, I will go to src. Inside src, I will create one file which will be config.js, and here I will write export const app id equal to, and here some number will be there. App id you can copy from there, and after that I will write export const secret, and here it will be string. This app id and secret key you can copy from Zego Cloud. I'm not going to show my app id and secret key. Okay, inside config.js I have copy pasted my app id and server secret. App id will be number and server secret will be of string. So I will just import that app id variable here, and same thing for secret. I will just import secret here. Okay, this is done. And inside this kit token, you can see I have imported this Zego Cloud through which we are generating this kit. Inside this, we are passing this app ID. After that, we are passing server secret, and here we have to pass our room ID, which we are getting from use param. Okay, it is done. And here, instead of this random ID file, here I will pass date.now, and this would be in string. So I will write here to string. And after that, this random ID file is our name. So here I will pass my placeholder, which is your name. Okay, this is done. I will save this. After this, I will come here and I will write const zp, and here I will import Zego Cloud UI Kit pre-built, and here we can pass create. And what we have to create? We have to create this kit token. So I can just paste it here. So this is also done. And inside this ZP, all our configuration will be there. Then I will again go to documentation. So this 3 steps are done. This 4th step is also done. Now I will copy paste the whole thing. Okay. And I will come here and I will paste the whole thing here. And here you can see, here we are creating this join room. Inside the join room, I am passing my element. This element I am going to specify. Don't worry about that. After that, here I am creating the shared link. Okay. So this shared link should not contain this room ID. So for now, I am just removing this. And in our case, this room ID should be like this. Okay. And this is the scenario. Scenario means we are specifying whether we want group call or one-on-one call. So if I remove this, and I can also pass here one-on-one call. Okay. This is also done. Now let me just identify this element. For that, I will go up, and here after room ID, I will create one variable which is video container ref, and I will assign use ref to this, and at start it will be null. Then I will just scroll down, and here inside the element I will pass video container ref dot current. So it will be assigned to this. After this, I will come to this div and I will just assign ref, and this ref will be video container ref. Okay. Okay, now we have to call this function inside use effect. So what I will do, I will come here and I will write use effect, and inside the use effect, I will call that function which is my meeting, and I will pass here dependent array. Okay, I will save this. I will go to my application. Okay, I will click on this generate. After that, the room ID is generated. Now I will click on this one-on-one call, and here you can see I am getting this beautiful UI. This UI is totally provided by Zego Cloud. We can configure this, but it is already looking very nice. Here it is camera preview, and here we can enter the name, and from here we can copy the link. Okay, so I have copied the link. I will paste it here. Okay, here room ID is repeating. Why it is? Let me just go to the code and check. And okay, here you can see that inside window.location path name, our room ID will already be present. But here specifically I am mentioning, so I will just remove that. And this shared link is responsible for showing the link on that page. If we remove this, then this link will not be visible there. So I will change this to video link. I will save this. Then again I will go to application. I will reload this, and now I will pass the name here. Okay. Then I will copy the link. Then I will click on the join. And for now, I will just turn off my video, turn off my mic. Okay. Then I will come here. I will remove this URL, paste the new URL. And this is the second instance of the application. And here I can pass my username as Suresh. I will turn off my camera. I will join. And here you can see we are successfully able to do the video call. And let me just mute it, but I can open the camera, and you can see Suresh is having the camera open, and here also it is totally visible. And other than that, I can also share screen like this, and from here we can chat, like I can send hi. All of these things are totally done by just that line of code. Like we have written 10 lines of code, and that is doing all of these things. This is how you can easily integrate video calling feature in your React.js application using Zego Cloud. But you know what? Here also there are many issues. Like this is my home screen, and when I generate room ID here, and when I click on one-on-one call, I have got navigated here, but you can see that I am still not joined to the room. Okay, room is not created yet. and this is the preview screen, but there is no option for me to go back. Like if I try to click on this, okay, and I have come back here, but when I click on generate and click on one-on-one call, it will be empty. It is because my previous session is already open. So we have to tackle this situation. So let me just do it again. Okay, so I will write here localhost 3000, and here I will generate this, and I will click on this one-on-one call. Now I am at here, and here we have to give one exit button option, okay, so that we can exit from here also. After this, when I join the call, you can see the screen is too big. Like here I am getting my user profile, and I have to scroll down for getting this much button. Okay, so this is the second issue. Third configuration which I have to make is that when I hung up the call, I am getting this confirm pop-up, and when I click on this confirm, it is again navigating me to this another page where I am getting two options, rejoin or return to home screen. When I click on this return to home screen, it is again taking me to this screen, but it should take me to home screen. So we have to tackle this scenario also. And other than this tree, currently if I click on join here, okay, and I can just copy the link, okay, and then I will come here, I will paste that, okay, and I will paste that here also. From here I can join, and from here also I can join. So you can see this is one call only, but I am able to join 3 users at a time. Okay, let me just mute everyone. Okay, so this is the another issue. Like this is one-on-one call, but still I am able to enter 3 users. So we have to minimize the user to only 2 when it is one-on-one call, and when it is group call, I will minimize it to 10. So these are the 4 configuration which I have to make in my application to make it much more better. So I have already written the code. I will provide you the code, but for now I will just copy paste all the code, and I will explain you all the lines of code one by one. So let me do that quickly. Okay, currently I am here at the documentation of Zego Cloud. So for now, I will just scroll down, and here you can see there is this option of example. So I will click on this, and here you will get all the method which it provides us to configure the application. And if you read everything now, you will understand. Like I have told you about the maximum user. So by using this variable, we can identify the number of the user which can join the particular call. If I scroll down, all of this method are for the pre-join. Like user is not joined, then we can use this. Okay, and this all of these feature are for the user after join the call. Okay, and if I scroll down, all of these things are the event which will happen. So suppose when I join the call, like if I am at the preview screen, I want to show a nav bar which will have the exit button in our case, which I'm going to implement. But when I join the room, that nav bar should be hidden because inside the call I already have hang up button. So for that I can use this function which is on join room, and you can see it is commented here, this will be triggered when you join the room. So when I join the room, this function will be called, and inside this function I will just write a code to hide the navbar. So in this way, by using all of this method, you can modify the code and try to make this application much more better. Okay, let me take you through my code and how I have customized the app so that I can tackle the 4 issue which I have found earlier. Okay, this is my updated room.js. Here I have created one new file which is room.css to tackle the CSS problem. Now I will go to room.js. So what we want, when we are navigating from home screen page to room screen page, we want 2 things inside the room page. First one is room ID, which we are getting from params, and the second one is type, like the call type, whether it is one-on-one or group call, and that we are getting from the query. Now to get the data from query, we have to use this use location hook. Okay, and I have used this inside the use effect. So I will go down, and here you can see I have written the code to get the query, and I am storing that query inside this call type. So inside the call type, the value will be stored. After that, if I scroll down inside the use effect, the call type is true. That means user is sending the query like one-on-one video call or group call, then only this function will be executed. And inside this function, I am sharing this call type. So I will go to this function. Here I am accepting this call type as type, and these are the basic functionality. And here this line will create the session. Like if app ID and server secret are true, this will create the session, and this session will be stored inside this ZP. Now what I want that this session should be accessible outside this my meeting. That's why I have assigned this ZP to this reference, and this reference I have defined here. Okay, and this is the basic thing to join the room. Here this is a container which will show us the preview, like the preview which we are getting is responsible because of this line of code, and this thing I have mapped it over here. So inside this ref, this video will be shown. And if I come here, this is a shared link. Inside this I have added a type Like when user copy the URL, we also want to share whether it is a one video call or it is a group video call. Then after in the scenario, I have added a condition that if my type is one-on-one, it will be one-on-one video call, otherwise group call. Same thing for the max user. If it is one-on-one, the max user will be 2, otherwise 10. And here we have written two function. This function on leave room will navigate us directly to the home screen, and this on join room will help us to show the navigation bar or not. So let me just show you. So I am here. I will click on this generate, and when I click on one-on-one, this is the query. Okay, and this query we will accept through the location. Also here my navigation bar is visible, okay, as this is a pre-join screen. Now when I click on join, you can see navigation bar is gone. This issue is also fixed, and this height issue is also fixed. Now I will go here, I will copy this, and when I come here and paste this, you can see type is also there. So this is also totally working fine. Now I will join this, I will mute this, come here, I will mute this also, I will again come, I will copy paste, I will try to join from here, and when I do that, you can see I am getting the error, fail to join, the number of people in the room has reached the maximum limit, so it is not allowing me to join. Also, if I come here and when I click on this hang up, I will get this pop-up, and when I click on this confirm, I will be navigated back to this home screen. Now let's see the remaining code. So I will come here, and this line is responsible for handling the exit. Like, let me just go to the application, I will generate this, click on one-on-one call, that function will be called here, like on this exit click. So it will also navigate me to home screen. So this is responsible for that, and inside this use effect, I am just doing unmounting thing so that every session will be destroyed. And here I am just rendering the UI, like when user is joined to the video call, we will not show the header, otherwise we will show the header, and it is done. So this is how you can integrate video calling and video chat feature in your React.js application using Zego Cloud. I hope you have understand each and everything, and if you have any doubt, then please let me know in comments. I will try to help you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.